Hello everyone. As many of you know, I'm Shay Shay, the biggest failing racer from the BCL Europe. I'm here today to explain you all the benefits of the ACS and how to do it properly. Let's get started. ACS. The ACS happens when your beetle has the next conditions at the same time. Number 1. Drift key pressed. This is kinda obviously because we are going to talk about a drifting technique, but many of people probably don't know about this technique, so I must to explain this thing. Number 2. Landing from an air drift. We will get into this. It must not to be an air drift like that. You can start an ACS on a normal jump, but at the time you are landing you must to start a drift, so it means you must to make an air drift but not all the way you are on the air. I don't know if you get it. And the number 3, and the most important, your mouse camera is turning more than where your beetle is looking at. This is the most important thing, because this direction block only happens when your beetle is recovering the direction towards where your mouse is facing. As you can see on the video, the beetle turns between 30 and 50 degrees, meanwhile the camera position just keeps ahead on the direction I want to go, to make the game able to block the direction of my beetle. So the beetle blocks at the direction where it was facing when we jumped, to force the game to make an ACS, or air cancel sliding. This is the full name, by the way. Increasing the speed at the same time. So when we do this, we force the game to block the direction of our beetle, and this thing increases our speed. It's like breaking the game. So the ACS only works for over 2 seconds, 1 second and a half to be more exactly. After that, we must continue with a normal drift or a drift call. I forgot to mention that when you make an ACS, you must to continue your drift with your camera also. You must to follow your beetle with your camera, as you can see on the example. It must to be smooth. I know it will be hard at the start, but with time you will get it. It's not as hard as it seems. And I know what are you going to ask. What's the drift hole? It is when you have over 99 speed and you want to keep it even if you are not making an ACS or a hyperboost. Then we must to hold the drift key for 1 second and a half, fast release, and then holding it again, and like this all the times you want. I will say a note. This will decrease your speed depending on how fast you tap the drift key every time you release and tap again. What I mean is, like for example, if we tap like holding, releasing, holding, we the time we are releasing the key, our speed is decreasing. So the perfect way to make it is holding all the time possible and only releasing for less than half second. You must to be really fast, because if not the slide can be cancelled and also you will lose so much speed.
As you can see, when I do a drift hold to keep the speed, I keep sliding in place of a continuous ACS or making a normal drift. That slide means we are doing the drift hold okay, and we are keeping the speed. So this is everything you must to know to make an ACS and to make a drift hold. Now depends on you on where you can apply it or where you can fail on it. At the start it will be hard. I truly recommend to start on flat places like, I don't know, gill holes and things like that, because if not it's so hard to make it, because if you start an ACS and by error you jump because hitting a rock or something, it will cancel your ACS and you will lose the most of your speed. So I hope this helped you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you racing Ontario. See you next time, guys.